Hey, what's going on, guys? Hex here, and today we're taking a look at the Disney Store exclusive Star Wars 6-inch Black Series Battle Damage Captain Phasma. Now, you can pick up other Black Series figures at Big Bad Toy Store. Just use the link in the description. Alright, so for this character, you get the long Quicksilver Battalion. You get a shorter version that is seen in The Last Jedi, and then you also get her rifle. Now, a couple of things are different between this version of Captain Phasma and the regular retail release that we got with, what is it? The Force Awakens line. So, one of the things that is pretty obvious is the battle damage. So, you just have some black right here that looks like it has a little bit of yellow on the sides of it to kind of give it a blast effect. You can also see that on her helmet, which is featured in the movie The Last Jedi. You can also see her eyes, so very different than your regular version right here. The other thing that is quite unique is you see the cape here. This is just a molded piece of plastic, so there's really no bend to it. I mean, you could bend it, I guess, if you want, but for the most part, it's just going to stay in that molded shape there, to where on this version you can see that it's actually made out of a cloth. You got a red stripe going down the end like you do on the plastic version. So I actually much prefer this one. I think it just looks cooler and a little bit more posability, to where if you wanted to move her left arm and like her shoulder up, things like that, to where this one, it's going to hinder that, to where you're going to be able to do it in this one. And you're probably going to be able to put, just because of that, into some, much cooler poses, even though just the traditional one looks pretty cool, if I'm quite honest. So going ahead and moving this one aside, I wanted to give you guys a little 360 of her, a little bit more up close, so you can kind of see all that nice detail. I'll bring the helmet a little bit closer too as well. But that cape, I think it turned out pretty nice. She does usually stand pretty well. And bringing in that head, so you can see that. Oh, let's see. Can we get that on the eye a little bit better? You can see that eye in there. Looks nice. So, and you can see that battle damage right there, and there's that yellow I was talking about. There's a little bit of black marks back here. Nothing really on this side. You can see that the black carries onto the chest as well. And then you really don't get anything else. Everything else is just, exactly the same. So, all right, so you see the long Quicksilver Battalion here. Really not a whole lot to it as far as details go. You can see like a little line and a couple of holes. Same thing over here. Same thing over here. And then with it not extended, see that it's just a short version. And then the rifle is exactly the same as the other one, so no new changes to it. Alright, so for the figure itself, as far as articulation goes, move the head all around however you need to. With the shoulders in and out, you can see how this top shoulder piece kind of goes into the armor. That way you can actually get the articulation out of it. So I like that. You can rotate that. Then you have the elbow that rotates, bends 90 degrees. So no bicep, but you do get it there in the elbow. And then you have the hands that rotate. They go left to right. This one over here, it goes left to right as well. Then you have what is basically the waist and chest. You can hear it kind of clicking in there as well. Then you have the legs back and forth, hindered by this a little bit. Not so much on this side, but on this side you can see that there's a lot more stuff going on. So you just kind of have to slide that armor piece in between that, hanging on her belt, to get the legs to move up a little bit more. And go out as well. You have a thigh cut, so you can see that it's right there. So you can move that in and out however you need. You have the double jointed knees. So they go all the way back. And then you have the feet that go front and back, and then they also go side to side as well. So, pretty cool figure. And you can just adjust that cape. You can see that it's just kind of, wrapped around that neck there, and however you position it is the way that it's going to be. But I like to, probably going to display this one with the staff, just because I'll have the other one to display with the gun. I'll just have to get her in a pose that I like. But anyways, that's a little quick look at her. So in case you guys were already owned a Captain Phasma, the original, so you can kind of see what the differences are and if this is something that you might want to go pick up. So anyways, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.